Alright guys and girls, today's lesson is going to be lesson 2-2. Actually, lesson 212, and we are going to be using equations today. Okay, so today's objective is taking those equations that we've had and what we've been using the past couple of days and deciding if the value that we are given for x or for y or for whatever letter that we have there is actually going to work for the equation. So if I have the equation x plus 5 and it's supposed to equal 17, if they say that x equals 22, would that statement be true or would it be false? Okay, so to solve that problem, you're simply going to take the 22 and you're going to put it in to the problem and you're going to solve it. So that means I would have 22 plus 5 equals 17. So if I work this side of the problem, I'm going to end up with 27. And I bring down the other side of my problem. And I'm going to see that that is 17. Both sides would need to be the same in order for this statement to be true. So since 27 does not equal 17, my statement is false. Okay, let's work another problem. Let's say, for instance, I have 3 minus y, and that's going to equal 1. And they're telling me that y equals 2. We have to decide if that statement is true or if it's false. So again, I'm going to put my 2 in for y, and I'm going to solve the equation. So that's 3 minus 2 equals 1. So I'm going to solve this side, and 3 minus 2 is 1, and my other side of the equation was 1. So those do equal. My statement would be true. Let's try another problem, maybe this time with some multiplication. Say for instance, let me get my pen back here, I have 4x equals 24, and they tell me that x equals 6. Will this statement be true or false? So I'm going to put 6 in for my x and rewrite the problem. And I know that 4 times 6 equals 24. And if my numbers on both sides are the same, then that would make it a true statement. Okay. Now, what happens if I have a division problem? Say for instance I have 64 divided by n. And they tell me that n equals 16. Let me rewrite that problem. Sorry about that. They say actually that 64 divided by n equals 16, and they're telling me that n is going to equal 8. Would that statement be true or would it be false? So if I put 8 in for my n, that's saying I have 64 over 8, and that should equal 16. But when I actually do the math, I know that 8 times 8 is 64. Do they equal the same number on both sides of my equal sign? No. So that would mean that my statement is false. Okay. I'm going to write one for you this time and give you a couple seconds before I solve it. M plus 12 equals 61, and M equals 49. Would that be true, or would it be false? Okay. If I put 49 in for M and rewrite the problem, when I add these two numbers together, get 61 on this side, 61 on the other side, because I'm just bringing the problem down. They do equal one another, so that answer would be true. And that is really all to today's lesson, except at the bottom of our assignment tomorrow, we will have some problems. For example, Mary had F oranges. And gave one to Byron. She had 3 oranges left. What equation would I write for this situation? Reminds me of the problems we did today on the study island in class. I know I have F, I know I have 1, and I know I have 3 up above that were key numbers in the problem. So I'm going to say that that's F minus 1 because we gave 1 orange to Byron, and I know that Mary had 3 left. So we should have as our equation F minus 1 equals 3. So we'll see problems like that tomorrow as well on the assignment. If you have any questions about what was shown today in the math video, make sure you write down questions in your math journal, and hopefully you wrote a lot of these down as examples in your math journal as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.